Welcome to Claysports. Coming up, we tackle the jolly green Jack Pyke giant. It's the tower at sporting targets. It's my quickfire round.
Did you have an imaginary friend as a child?
No.
What was its name?
Abby Burton is having a day for the ladies. We have the Claysports Roundup. First, it's all the action from the Beretta World Sporting, hosted by the West Midlands Shooting Ground. If you're not shooting a Beretta, you're not coming in. Single manufacturer shoots have been around for years and are a good way of bringing like-minded people together. Some of these shooters are Beretta to the core, others are pairing up and sharing guns with friends. There are semi-autos, over and unders of all shapes and sizes, and even colours. This limited edition 686 Sporter is looking for a new home. It doesn't matter how you do, as long as you do it with the Italian manufacturer.
In the early days, in the 80s, when people had lots of money, I think people would just go out and buy a gun for the event. These days, we do hear of people borrowing them. Sometimes you see guys sharing as well, but all of that's fine. It's as long as they shoot the Beretta, those are the rules, and so we're happy with that really. And they come and they see our guns on the trailer. They meet our gunsmiths, and so hopefully it's just sort of building a better relationship and some new relationships with shooters. So.
Yeah, of course, relationships are vitally important, but ultimately they want to come and have a good time. And do you feel that it's been delivered this year?
Oh yeah, I mean this is a great venue. It's been really easy for us because it's the advantage of being a professional setup that is permanently here. So they've got, they know all their own traps. They've got the fantastic clubhouse here. They've got in-house catering, and it's a very slick operation. So everything's flowed really smoothly. People have loved the targets, and it's been easy for us as organisers. All we've got to do is count the scores up and try and get them up on the board as quickly as possible.
This year the Beretta Worlds are being held at the West Midlands Shooting Ground. The setting and its facilities put it right up there. It's an example of how a shoot could look like. You might be mistaken for thinking you are walking into a health spa or exclusive golf club.
It's always been a shooting school since 1934. Originally it was for gun dog training, spaniel training, and then the previous owner then thought that probably some of the trainers needed more training with guns than they did with the dogs, so hence it became a shooting school in 1934. We're lucky because it's completely natural. We've just manicured it a little bit to suit clay pigeon shooting really.
Owner and course setter Tom Jones says it's all about putting in that little bit more effort and cash.
You haven't seen my mortgage. Yeah, we completed that just about 15 months ago, 18 months ago now. And that's been a big plus to our business really. So, we're able to cater for bigger groups now and multiple groups.
Out on the course, the topography helps deliver some interesting targets, and Tom has tried to accommodate everyone. Coming into the last day, previous winner John Lee is leading with 116 from the 120 bird layout. The climax of the competition will be shot off in front of the clubhouse with the top two shooters from each day. With some outstanding performances throughout the season, it's clear the standard of shooting in this country is very high. But sometimes the cost of competing can mean that some of that talent slips through the net. Cartridge manufacturer Gamebore is co-sponsoring the Worlds, and they've launched an initiative to help those who deserve a helping hand.
Well, we've obviously got our sort of high-ranking sponsors like George, who fantastically won his 25th World Championship, which is just remarkable. Fantastic ambassador. We're trying to draw others into shooting as well. And there are a lot of people out there who, perhaps with some support and encouragement, could challenge, and be a very, very good shot. So, and they need help, and we think that as Gamebore, that's something that we'd like to do. So the entries by the end of July. There'll be a panel of us judging it in December, and we'll pick out someone, and the lucky winner will be someone who's a good sportsman, a good shot, not just a good ambassador for Gamebore, but a good ambassador for shooting as well. And they will receive 10,000 cartridges next year. all of the Gamebore Castellani gear, so skeet vest, bag, etc., and a tour of our hallowed factory in Hull.
Gamebore, together with Beretta importers GMK, have created a shooter's village. Why wait for the game fairs when these events bring the customer and manufacturer together to talk about products and give advice? There are even gunsmiths on hand to make sure you can't blame the gun for your score. Rain has been threatening all day, and the showers stop and start throughout the 30-bird shoot-off. The lineup is Steve Brightwell, Stephen Scott Smith, Adam Cork, John Lee, Mark Marshall and Brett Winstanley. The misses are presented on a whiteboard. The spectators know what the scores on the doors are, but the competitors don't. Mark Marshall and Adam Cork are the ones holding their nerve. It's tough for the guys to know where they stand.
Mark Marshall.
That was pretty tense. I don't know how you felt.
Yeah, no, it was tense. I have to agree. Yeah, there's a stonking set of targets there, and hard to keep track of what people were doing. Actually, I thought I might be making the podium if I keep chipping my way through a few, but yeah, when I turned around at the end and everyone's nodding at me, I'm like, what are they nodding at? And I just kept going and tried not to think about what was going on really score-wise. Just kept looking for the next one. I tried to count for a while. I thought John Lee started off like a steam train, so I thought he got such an advantage on us, but I thought I'd just keep plugging away and might get something out of it.
You said you got the gun out of the cabinet yesterday.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's absolutely gospel. You can tell my wife that there wasn't a stock on it until Friday morning when I took it to work, and I never got a shot Friday because I was really busy, and I had a few shots with it yesterday, and it seemed to work yesterday. But yeah, I've got some great support as well, which helps, with people I work for, my wife, and Gamebore cartridges. I mean, you saw what they were doing to those out there. They were absolutely mincing them, weren't they?
What were you using today?
I was using the new Dark Storm. Yeah, absolutely mincing them up. So, yeah.
Last year's winner, John Lee, had hoped to make it 2 on the trot, but sadly it wasn't to be.
Yeah, I disappointed how I shot it, to be fair. Didn't really get into them. But then nobody else shot it brilliantly. So, but they're tough. They were hard birds. So, yeah, didn't go to plan. But there you go, next year.
At the prize giving, the winners from all the categories get trophies, Gamebore cartridges and a Breitling watch. And even though John didn't claim the top prize, he still wins AA and the timepiece, which he has plans for. So, Mark lifts the trophy and ends an enjoyable, competitive and well-run 2015 Beretta World Championships. If you want to find out more about the West Midlands Shooting Ground, go to wmsg.co.uk, and if you want to make James an offer for his jazzy 12 gauge from the Collection 95, he's open to offers. Drop him a line on the address on the screen. Well done, Mark. You seem to be doing better after our terrible performance in last year's K9 Partners charity event. Next up, it's confession time. Sorry, Dad.
What's your favourite cocktail?
Mojito.
Any phobias, anything you don't like?
I hate rats.
What's the worst bit of shooting advice that anyone's ever offered you?
I've got too much. Too much to tell you on this piece.
Caravan or tent?
Tent.
Have you ever been skinny dipping?
Yes.
Where?
It was in Devon somewhere.
When was the last time you went clubbing?
About a week ago.
Have you ever played a musical instrument?
No.
Have you ever won a raffle?
Yes.
What was the worst raffle prize you ever won?
Bar of chocolate.
What's the most embarrassing thing your mother or father ever said or did?
God, there's so many. I could be here all day reeling them off. Firstly, when my dad came bumbling in and ruined my Olympic moment.
Have you ever drunk milk out of the bottle and put it back in the fridge?
Always.
Did you have an imaginary friend as a child?
No.
What was his name? Have you ever been sent a perfumed letter from an admirer?
No.
So now you know that skinny dipping in Devon with a mojito in my hand makes me happy. Something that doesn't make people instantly happy, however, is the tower at sporting targets.
Right, I'll show you one of every target to start with.
Crow and the gang are pitting their wits against the high tower at sporting targets in Bedfordshire. It's not the highest high tower in the world, but the combination you get off it and its slightly shorter neighbour make for challenging shooting. It is the day of the Jack Pyke Open. The lads have already shot the competition and are now amusing themselves with a little extra competition. They include Brodie Woolard, Brodie's dad Dave, our own James Westbrook and the guys from Jack Pyke.
I've shot here four times now with the boys. They're starting to feel the pressure. They're harder targets, which is more down to me, and these old boys can't hit them. It's a good laugh every year. This is the highlight of the day. High challenge. It's such a laugh. It's just some of the targets are just well out there.
Have you got money on this one?
There's no money on this one. There was money on earlier. Cost me £3.
Forget Wimbledon. Andy shows off some real hand-to-eye coordination. Rising star of the day is Brodie's dad. Even Crow won't be rude about him.
Oh, I can't say that. The man's a good shot. That's all we can say.
Meanwhile, it is not going all Brodie's way. The young shooter is learning to deal with stress. Sporting Targets combines these high targets with low crossers and loopers that need active participation from the audience. The man marking our cards is himself a card.
Just tested.
But I think we wear him out and he's replaced. There are no tips for shooting the towers here. You either can or you can't.
Lovely tower, but no, it's good ground. Yeah, it's good ground.
It's got variety.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, they move the traps about a lot. So, but no, it's been a good shoot. Every year I've shot it, it's been different every time, and it is good fun.
In the end, Brodie takes joint third place with Gavin from Jack Pyke. Andy is in second place, and first place goes to Brodie's dad Dave.
Dad Dave!
For more about shooting at sporting targets, go to sportingtargets.co.uk.
The Jack Pyke Open is a competition worth sticking in your diary. There may be a few more in Roundup.
It's our Clay Roundup, 1 minute of what's going on in the world of British clay shooting. It has been a big month for British clay shooters, with George Digweed winning his 25th World Championship at the FitAsk Compact Sporting in Estonia, earning the sport some good press, and Amber Hill securing Team GB's third quota place for shooting at Rio 2016. They are not the only ones. Double trap shooter James Deadman secured 3 medals at the Junior Cup in Zuul, Germany. More winners in Ed and Abbey Ling, the husband and wife, took men and women titles at the Olympic Trap UK Championship. Ed's brother Theo took bronze in the juniors and father Steve silver in the veterans. Abbey is coming up later in the programme. Clay shooting at the CLA Game Fair this year has promised. The clay line has been rebranded as the Shooting Line at Harwood House in Yorkshire, where the CLA Game Fair will be open from the 31st of July to the 2nd of August 2015. It will include 40 shotgun cages from Basque, the CPSA and the Countryside Alliance. There's a 40-bird competition across 8 stands with daily prizes, a pay and clay, a try a gun facility for a £10 fee that includes 10 cartridges, and the Shooting Line will be hosting the 3rd annual City Shots Challenge. For tickets, go to bit.ly/2015 Game Fair. Calling all cadets. The CPSA, in conjunction with the Council for Cadet Rifle Shooting and British Shooting, are hosting a Have a Go event at Fareham Clay Target Club in Hampshire this Saturday, the 11th of July. If you are involved with the cadets and would like to bring anyone from your unit, please contact Richard at cpsa.co.uk. If you would like us to tell the world about your charity shoot in August or into the autumn, contact me with the details and a picture or video, charlie@fieldsportschannel.tv.
Last but certainly not least, Charlie's off chasing the ladies.
More than 1,000 women took part in shooting events one weekend in June. I am at the Abbey Ling Shooting School, where a group of around 30 women are trying a variety of sports, including archery, air gunning, laser clays, and of course clays.
I've got a Ladies' Day, National Ladies' Day, that's a part of the Chelsea Buns, or Shotgun and Chelsea Buns Club. We're trying to get as many women participating in field sports, clay shooting especially, and raising money for charity and for the GB ladies that compete internationally to help with some of their funding. We definitely include in clay shooting because that's obviously my profession and what I specialise in, but yes, clay shooting, archery, air rifle, and also laser clay for those people that just want to get into clays before the recoil, the real stuff.
Where men are in it for the glory, women like shooting in part for the goodies.
We've got some welly boot bags given away, a tweed game bag there for prizes at the end of the day, rosettes. It's very girly, it's got to be pink. And we've also got Alan Payne that sponsor the other prize as well, the scarf. I've got my medals there on display just to inspire other women, and as you can see there's also the other little medals there for the ladies that can also win today.
The day was organised by ladies shooting group the Shotgun and Chelsea Bun Club. For more about them, go to shotgunandchelseabunclub.co.uk.
Thank you for watching. We'll be back next month.